today's mystery. So let's dive right into another vintage mystery pattern. If you're new to this channel, I have a stack of patterns here that my son actually put together for me. He blacks out anything relevant to the pattern that could give it away, like the word hat or scarf or blanket. I meant to say scarf. And we won't know what that is until the end. He does have the titles and he has the pictures. We don't have them. So at the end of the video, we reveal what it was supposed to be, and either I get them right or I get them wrong. So these patterns today are all coming from the 1800s, largely from the 1840s, but we do have a small stack here from the 1880s. These all came from the same book. Okay, let's go ahead and pick our pattern. There we go. Number 14. Oh my goodness. No way. No way. The last video we picked right off the top as well. People are going to start to question me. Hopefully next time I don't pick right off the top. All right. So there is number 14. And this blank is crocheted crosswise and is finished at, and these are all Victorian era UK patterns, so we will not be using modern US stitch terms. These are all Victorian era stitch terms and simply UK stitch terms. Okay, finished at the bottom with a round of crocheted lengthwise. Make a chain of 29 stitches. First row, pass over the last 9 foundation stitches. 5 single crochet. A UK double is a UK single. I'm sorry. A UK double is a US single. And then, okay, let me get some material. I don't know if I need, they didn't tell me a hook size or anything. So I'm just going to go with something a little bit thicker, a little bit easier to play with and easier to see. I think this cream one will be easy to see. This one here recommends a 6mm. I have a 5.5. I do have a 6mm, but I don't know if I want to use a 6 because a lot of these Victorian patterns, unless they tell you to work loosely, they're kind of meant to be a little bit of a firmer stitch so you can see the detail. So I think I will start with the 5.5, and if it's still a little not detailed enough, I'll jump over to the 5. All right, so we need a chain of 29. Okay, I will be right back. I think this is going to be tight enough. We'll see. I'll be right back. Okay, so now it says here, first row, pass over the last 9 foundation stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there's the 10th one. 5 single crochet on the next stitch. 5 in a row or 5 all in one. Go ahead and work this first stitch. 5 single crochet on the next stitch. Chain 3, pass over 3 stitches. 12 single crochet on the next 12. Okay, so it is being specific. So I'll go ahead and put 5 in here. If it's not right, I can always change it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then it said to chain 3 and skip 3. 1, 2, 3. And work 12 single crochet over the next 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then what? 2 chain, pass over 2, 2 single crochet on the next 2. So if we work 2 chain, 1, 2. Yeah, so we were supposed to work 5 all into 1. Okay, so 12 in a row. So I went ahead and worked my 12, chain 2, skip 2, work 2 in the last. So this is what we have so far. Deal here. Now for row 2, chain 3, which count as first double crochet. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do we have any single crochet in this pattern? We just worked a pattern from this book and it was all UK stitch terms. You know, we had a book like this before where it went fast and loose with the US. Now this is 1886 is whenever US had pretty much established its own stitch terms. So is this another one of those books that was printed using both UK and US patterns? That could be a thing. Let's see if they have any single crochets in here. Do we have any? All I'm seeing is double crochets and chains. That is all I am seeing. Chain 3, which counts as first double crochet. Dang it. I hate it whenever a book does this. Look, actually, I still have the pattern from the last video. It's from the exact same book, and we were using UK stitch terms, even UK spelling of words. Not a single crochet. Let me look at some other patterns from this book. We dealt with, you all remember, those of you who have been here for several months, we dealt with that one book that just didn't know. Remember, we did the baby hat out of it, and we followed the pattern exactly as written, but the picture it presented was, it was a baby hat, but it was not the baby hat that we made. It was, they just threw a random picture of a baby hat in the book. Just, some of these books are kind of cheap. Let's see here. 3 chain, work 2, I don't know, double crochet in missing the first. I only see double crochet in all these patterns, and a lot of patterns from this era worked with single crochet. Work 2 single crochet. What is happening here? Let's look for any words that are not spelled in the British format. No, all these words look like they could be from either country. I don't see the word color. 1 single crochet. Now, back then, a single crochet was a slip stitch. Okay, I'm going to need the stitch terms from this book. I don't even know what book it is because a lot of the books I have look like this. So give me a moment. I've got to get Justin, and he's likely going to get grumpy with me because he's probably in the garage. I need him to find the book and print the terms up for me because I don't want to look at the book. I don't want to look at the patterns. Okay, I'll be right back. Bad news. It's the Fancy Work Recreations book, one of the worst books I own. This is the book. This is our problem child book. This is the book that had the baby cap that was a mess. Okay, so let's look at the stitch terms. What's a double crochet? These are going to be in UK terms. It just is. They do have a single crochet, but they're describing a slip stitch. Insert the needle in a loop of the preceding row, then draw the thread through both the loop and the stitch at once. They also have a slip stitch. A chain being made, the hook is inserted in the last stitch, but one to the needle. And the thread is then drawn through 2 stitches. It's a slip stitch. They just have 2 different names for a slip stitch. A double crochet, it's not saying to yarn over. Bear in mind, it's going to say right here to yarn over for a treble crochet, which is a UK treble crochet is a UK double crochet. So I just want to make this clear. This book's version of a double crochet matches the UK double crochet, is to draw the thread through a loop in the lower row, then draw it through the other 2 stitches. That's a single crochet. Okay. It's our problem child book. This book here was just a cash grab, I promise. They have thrown photos in this book that don't match the patterns. The patterns are kind of all over the place. The last video I made is evident of that. I struggled so hard with that video. Okay, here we go. We're going to have our problem child. That's what I'm naming this video. This is the problem child mystery pattern from our naughty book. All right, well, chain 3, which counts as first double crochet. Do you see what I mean? How absolutely confusing can you possibly be? This is what we discussed before. The instructions come off as both US and UK terms, but the terms that they give you are just the generic terms of the time in the UK. That's it. Just the common UK terms, which for decades was also the common US terms, but in 1880s, there was a clear differential between US and UK. So did they take some patterns from US books and some patterns from UK books, throw it all into a book, called it copyrighted, and then put it out there for market and throw whatever random photos they can find? Can you tell I am really not happy with this book? So chain 3, which counts as first double crochet. I don't know what to do because if this is meant to be made in singles, it won't look right. If it's meant to be made in doubles, it won't look right because I'm working with singles. You see what I'm saying? Okay, well, I can only assume that this is a US pattern that they threw in their book. God, I hope this one has a photo. And I'm going to do these under so that the stitches are just a little tight, a little more defined. I may switch to the, now that I know I'll be working with US doubles, UK trebles, I might just switch to the 5mm hook. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I think we're okay. Okay, so it said then to chain 3. I remembered. Ooh, my tone just got kind of dour, didn't it? 1, 2, 3. It's not that I'm not looking forward to making it. I am looking forward to making this and seeing what it's going to be. I'm just disappointed in the book. It really just comes off as kind of a cash grab. Like, I don't like that. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I switched to a 4.5mm hook just to get some good defined stitches, since now we're working with UK trebles, US doubles, as clearly indicated by the chain 3, which counts as your first double. So we're going to do that. We'll chain 3, which counts as the first double. I might switch to stacked single if it looks too terrible. One single, oh, I'm sorry, I've got a trend now. I just read it normal. One double crochet on the second. Yeah. Kind of a slow start to the video this time, but it's really important to understand the stitch terms or the pattern won't wind up looking the way it was meant to look. Now, isn't that better? Yeah, that's better. Okay, on the second, following double crochet in the preceding round. Chain 2, pass over the 2 stitches. I'm going to assume that's pass over the 2 chains. 14 double crochet on the front veins of the next 14 stitches. I only have 12 stitches. I only have 12. I only have 12. You guys remember them shows in the 90s, you know, when nature attacks, when animals attack, when patterns attack? I feel attacked. 1 double crochet on the second following double crochet in the preceding round. I did that. Chain 2, pass over 2 stitches. I'm pretty sure that's pass over these 2 chain stitches here. Then it says, well, wait a minute. It says front vein. So I think that means either the front post or it means the front loop. Maybe it means the front loop in this case. So I remember I had a pattern from the Civil War era. It was a shawl, and it spoke about veins, and the veins were the back loop or front loop on the top of the stitch. 5 chain, pass over 7 stitches, 1 double crochet on the following stitch. I only have 12, so I can only work in 12, and I'll work that in the front loop only, as that is what I think they mean. The 1880s, close enough to the mid 1860s for vein to still mean the top loops. I'm feeling a little no nonsense about this pattern right now. All these patterns need a good spanking for being so annoying. Yeah, I just have these 12 stitches to work in. I don't know where they get 14 from, unless they want me to work in the chains. There's 3 chains here though. 12, 13, 14. So what? Just do the no. No, I'm not going to play guessing game. Chain 5. Pass over 7 stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That leaves 1. I mean, what are we doing here, people? Please tell me it's not just me. Look, here's the whole pattern. It's up in the air if we're working with US or UK stitch terms at this point. So, you know, you can just choose if you want to do US or UK. And here's the last. I'm not saying I'm not going to do this. I'm just saying, can you blame me right now for the level of frustration that I am experiencing? It's as if it has blended different patterns into one. More than just blending stitch terms, are they now blending patterns? I don't know what it wants me to do. All right. You know what? I'm just going to go. That's 13 and 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then it said pass over 7 stitches, 1 double crochet on the following stitch. So maybe that's what it means. And I'm having a fit for nothing, which is highly likely. I'm human. Sometimes I'm more emotion than logic because I'm human. Let's just keep going. I'm going to say second row is done. Chain 6. The first 3 of which count as a first double crochet. I mean, that should clear it up right there, that it's US stitch terms in a UK pattern book. It's ridiculous. First 3, okay, 5 double crochet on the middle of the next 5 chain. 5 double crochet. 5 double crochet on the middle of the next 5 chain in the preceding round. 3 chain, pass over 4 stitches, 12 double crochet on the front veins of the next 12 stitches. Okay, so maybe they mean 1, 2, in the 3rd stitch over, work 5. 1. I'm over here having an absolute conniption fit. Did you? And watch, I'm actually getting it right, and it's all kinds of well written, and I'm just being a total brat. Just for the sake of fussing, because I happen to know what book we're working in now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, get over myself for 5 minutes here. Now we're going to chain 3, it says. Pass over 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that, all that fussing. And now it's working out. I sat there, dug my heels in, resisted working on this. Without fussing anyway. And it turns out it's probably I did it right, and that I need to get over myself. I am judging a book by its cover, literally. Ask me if I feel bad. I threw a whole grown A woman fit. Ask me if I feel bad right now. Maybe a little bit embarrassed, but I don't feel bad. Then it says to chain 2, pass over 2, 2 double crochet on the following 2. Chain 2, pass over 2. I'm guessing I work these. I already started working them through the whole stitch. Might as well just continue that on for the sake of continuity. 3 chain, which counts as first double. Okay. 1 double on the second. I'm going to guess that this side right here is going to stay pretty consistent to this. Okay, let me give this pattern a real chance. Okay, now we are 2 chain, pass over the 2, 10 double crochet on the front veins of the next 10 stitches. Okay, let's move you out of the way. Front vein. 1, 2, 3, 9, and 10. Okay, I need my little sticker. I gotta get a new one. I had a fit and I don't even know. I'm still reeling from my last fit. Chain 3 and pass over. I'll hold this up so you can see. So now it says to chain 3, pass over 4 stitches, 5 double crochet on the following stitch. Okay, now it doesn't sound so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to work 5 into this last chain stitch here. 1. And I'll work these under so that they fit in that little stitch better. It's 3, 4, and 5. Then it says to chain 1, pass over 5 stitches, 5 double on the next stitch. Okay, then chain 3. So chain 1 and 5 double on the next stitch, which is the next chain over. 1, 2. Oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. This is starting to work out after I had my whole conniption fit there. Oh, God. I'm not going to edit it out either. I'm not going to edit it out. I could just stop, delete, refilm, act like none of that ever happened, and act like this is all brand new, which, by the way, I'm a terrible actress, and never let you guys see that part of me. But no, we keeps it real around here. So you guys are going to see me have my conniption fit. That's just the way it's going to have to be. Okay, here we go. Chain 3, 1 double crochet on the third of the chain, on the third of the 3 chain, counting as first double crochet in the preceding round. Okay, so chain 3, and then 1 double crochet on the third. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, then we do row 5, 6 chain, just like before. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The third one will count as a double. 5 double crochet on the third following chain in the preceding round. 5 in the third. 1, 2, 3. So right up on this one here. Oh man, this is working out. All right, it was a moment. Get over it. Here we go. I want this to work out. But what I would have really loved for this book to do is to not play so fast and loose with the stitch terms, really and truly, and with some of the pictures that they provide. They really do. Okay. In fact, I'll go through my mystery patterns and I'll find the baby bonnet one. So spoiler alert, it's going to be a baby bonnet. You've probably mostly all already seen it, but you'll see the image 100% does not go with the bonnet that matches the pattern. Okay. Twice, alternately, 1 chain, pass over 5, 5 double on the following stitch. So twice. So boom, boom. So chain 1, work 5 right here in this chain 1. Get this out of your way here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1, and right there that first chain. Kind of starting to see a pattern take place here. 2, 3, 4, 5. All I'm doing is reliving my little fit over and over again in my head. Kind of embarrassed. Anyway. Alternately 5, okay. And then we've got 3 chains, pass over 4 stitches, 8 double crochet on the front veins, 2 chain, and then we're going to end it the same way. Okay, so 3 chains, pass over 4 stitches, so 1, 2, and then the first 2 doubles. 1, Merlin, stop. 2, just a moment. 3. Okay, dog's having a fit because there was a couple of kids out front. Merlin does not like people living in our neighborhood. He's a little yapper box whenever there's just some kids playing out front. Now you quit being a bully to you know what, maybe he's feeding off of my angry energy. Both me and Merlin are just angry right now. Huh, Merlin, are you angry? Are you just angry? Are you vibing off mama? Okay, I will be right back. It's 7:30. I didn't realize it's 7:30 in the evening. So we've got to go do dinner now. Got to cook some dinner, and I will finish this whenever I come back. This was clearly, I think this is going to work out right. It's just frustrating that they told us it was one set of stitch terms, and clearly it's not. And everything else was fine. I just was angry about the stitch terms and my history with this book. And so down here, I just kind of projected that onto the pattern. The pattern is fine. Okay, my boys are all done with dinner, so now we get to resume our fun. Okay, 6th row, chain 3 for the first double crochet on the second, chain 2, pass over. I have a feeling this is always going to be that way. Let's see here. Yeah. Chain 2, pass over, 2 double crochet, and then repeat from 2nd row. Okay, so yeah, this end is always going to look like this. Now, how many of these do we do this time? 6. So we're going to work 6 front loop double crochets. 1, 2. Okay. Then it's chain 3, 5 double on the 5th following stitch. 1, 2, 3. 5 double on the 5th following stitch. 1, 2, oh, in the last chain. Because you got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, that's 5. So on this stitch here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, on the 5th following stitch, 3 times. Okay, alternately. 3 times alternately. Wait. Chain 3, 3 times oh no, then it's 3 times alternately, 1 chain, pass over the 5, 5 double. So just like we did down here. Okay, I almost screwed that up by not continuing to read. I'm pretty good at doing that to myself. 2, 3 times alternately, then chain 3, 1 double crochet on the 3rd. Okay, so we did that before on the 3rd. Okay, and then we're going to chain 6 again. Okay, chain 3, and then we just count 3 stitches up. 1, 2, 3. Then chain 6. Okay, 5 double crochet on the 3rd following chain in the preceding round, 4 times alternately, 1 chain, pass over the 5, okay, just like we just did, and then we go on to 3 chains. Okay, so right here, this 3rd chain, 1 and 5, chain 1, 1. Okay, then 3 chain, 4 double crochet on the front veins of the next 4 stitches, and then end it the way we've been ending it. See, that was 4 double crochet of the next 4. Wait, do we skip anything? Then 3 chain, 4 double on the 4 of the next 4, on the 4 front veins of the next 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm supposed to skip 1, 2, 3, 4. And they may have just accidentally left that part out, but I'm pretty sure I'm probably, just to keep it in line with what everything else is doing, I think I'm supposed to skip 4. Okay. Then it said repeat from row 2. I'm thinking this was supposed to be made with a thread, and I think it's an edging. Let's repeat from row 2 and see what that results in. So just going back just to look at row 2 real quick. Pass over 2 stitches and then 12 double crochet on the next 12 double crochet. I'm guessing that means I need to go. Okay, we'll start this the usual way. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then the 2 chains. That makes 5 and 6. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Right? Do we think that's right? Okay. Oh, I was reading part of row 1. Okay, well, I just have to work 2 more stitches to make 14. So 12, 13. What the heck was I thinking? 14. Okay. Now we are correct. Man, what was I thinking? 14. Okay. Chain 5, pass over 7, 1 double crochet on the following stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pass over 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pass over 7, and so on the 8th, double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that kind of causes it to buckle a little bit though, right there. Okay, then we chain 6 and we start doing this again. Chain 6, the first 3 count as a double, 5 double in the middle. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3 right there. 1, 2. And then 3 chain, pass over 4 stitches, and then work 12 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we work our 12. So work that all the way to the end. It always begins the same way. I'm going to go ahead and work this all the way through one more time. But earlier in the video, I pretty much opened everything up and I gave you the whole pattern. So follow along and we'll see what it looks like at the end. I'll be right back. Okay, that's the entire repeat again. It worked up actually really fast, and I'm more convinced now than ever that this is an edging. But what I never thought of before, you can make a very simple blanket, even if it's just a single crochet row over and over again, and then make something like this for your border, for your edging all around your blanket, and make the border kind of the centerpiece, the focal point of your blanket. How neat would that be? Or you can make it with tiny thread, but this actually looks really cute in worsted weight or Aran weight yarn. All right. Time to uncover what it is. I have to run down the hallway real quick because I literally just finished my last stitch. So I will be right back. Somehow I did not get it right. I didn't get it right because this is supposed to come down like this, but it says, and I'm certain it's something I did wrong, but it says repeat from second row, and I did exactly that. And from second row, you get this over and over again. So shouldn't it be repeat from, if you look at it, see, this was the last one we made right here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 rows. This book did it again. This book did it again. It gave us one edging, but a totally different pattern. And it's what we have. And you can go look the book up and confirm on your own. It's Fancy Work Recreations. Google it. You'll find the book. It's free to look through. I feel like it did it again, except for it got this bit right. So did it do it again? Am I jumping to conclusions again? Am I just judging again? Well, yeah, because we don't even have this outer edging, nor do we have instructions for it. Does that come last? Okay, I need to make sure that I need to make sure that I have all of the instructions. So I will be right back. I know that book is still pulled up on my computer. I'm just going to go and look at this pattern. I don't have any page numbers though, so I'll be right back. I'll be right back. That was at a strange angle. That was like aimed all the way down. Okay. So this is just so you guys can see what I'm seeing. I'm not missing any part of the pattern. There is crochet diamond edge. That's all of our instructions. There's the picture. That's the end. Repeat from second row. And then we move on to the next one. Now, Justin said this one here is not one of our mysteries, so it's okay to see what it looks like. He said, to be honest, because he thought it was ugly. So he didn't pick it. So did they give us the wrong picture to go with the pattern, like they did with the baby bonnet? Did they do that to us again? Did they burn us again? I mean, ooh, quit blurring. It's blurry. Hang on. Hopefully you can see it clearer now. That's our pattern all the way. Page 163 and 164. That's our pattern. This book is just not well made. You know, cash grabs existed now, and they existed just as much back then too, you know. It should have said, if it wanted it to look like this, to continue to work this row right here. So let's look at it on our perspective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? It should have said work row 6 to row 1. That's what it should have said. Or to row 2. It should have said repeat in reverse row 6 to row 2, then row 2 to row 6, then row 6 to row... No, forgive me. It should have said repeat row 6 in reverse all the way to row 2, then row 2 to row 7, then row 6 to row 2, and over. And let's just give that a try. Let's give that a try. Hang on. Feels like no care was put into this book at all. So you can't hold everything that's vintage in esteemed, you know, whatever. Okay, to the highest esteem. So what I want to do then is go to row 6, and it says chain 3, Got all that done. Double crochet, chain 2. Then it's going to tell me to work 6 double crochet. And I'm not going to worry about front post, back post. At this point, I just want to prove that the stitch count would work. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And at least you'll get to see what it looks like without working front loop, back loop. Okay, which I actually think, you know what? I'm a big fat liar. I do like it with the texture. I'll be right back. Okay. So now what, wait a minute. Oh, I skipped a stitch. Okay. 5 and 6. Okay, I skipped a stitch. Then it would tell me to chain 3. Okay, so we have to get clever here. We have to get clever. Let's look at this picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. How did they get this so wrong? So I need to decrease. So that means I need to skip over and just work these right here. So chain 3, skip over the first shell and work a shell in between. 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1. I'll be right back. Then it looks like we're going to chain 6. No. Chain 3. Okay, then it looks like we're going to go ahead and chain 3 like we did before. And 1, 2, 3. Do this like we did before. Or does that cause it to want to buckle too much? It maybe causes it to want to buckle too much. I wonder if I go 1, 2, 3, 4. So just skipping 2 chains over, but 4 up. That allows it to behave a little bit better. Now we chain 6. And we have to decrease again. So I'm going to jump over everything and go immediately between the first 2 shells. I don't know. I don't know if what I'm doing is going to work. We'll just have to find out. Now I have 6 shells worked. I worked 4 in the previous round. And I think if you put a border, if you look, the border kind of opens all of this up. So a border would absolutely help. So now what I need to do is chain 3, jump over this shell and work 2 double crochet into the first 2 chain, or into the last 2 chains of these chain 3s here, and then work. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. And work some front loop double crochets all the way to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. End it as usual. I'm going to go ahead and end it and start it again. Started the row and I worked 8 double crochet across, but we need a total of 10. So 1 into each of the first 2 chains makes 9 and 10. Did I skip that first chain again? Probably so. Yeah, it's a little teeny little thing, isn't it? Isn't that right? Yep, it's right there. It's just a teeny little mashed up thing, but it counts. Okay, that's 9 and 10. Right, yes. And then chain 3, skip over the top, And I'll be right back. I'm going to work 2 groups of the five double crochet shells. It's already, and I actually kind of stopped looking at the picture. I sort of figured out what it is I need to do. So when I get to this point here, I am going to do the chain 3, but I'm only going to skip 2 stitches over or 4 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. 1, 2, right there. Yeah. Because it behaves better that way. You just kind of need a little more, as you can see. Then I'll chain the 6. That stays kind of consistent. Jump over, work 1 shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 3. And now I need to work 12, which is what we started off with. So 1 double crochet in each of the last 2 chain stitches. 1 and 2. And then 1 into each of these 10. I'll be right back. Now it makes sense for them to then say, repeat from row 2. Now you can repeat from row 2. Before you could not. I'll be right back. I'm going to repeat from row 2 and see how that works out. Okay, so for this first round, I was looking at the picture. I had to chain 5 and then work a double crochet in the 3rd stitch up. And so now what I'm going to do is just carry on with the rest of the instructions. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And right here, I'm going to work a shell in the middle chain. So 1, 2, that 3rd chain over. Okay, and I'm going to carry on from there with the rest of the instructions we went over in the video. I'll be right back this time. I just wanted to show you how I was going to start it in case you want to follow along, because it looks like it's the correct way, even according to this, as you can see. Chain 5 and then a double crochet into the 3rd chain over from down here. This crochet hook is a little too thick. So I counted these individually. That is 14. I just wanted to make sure. This is about 5 chains here. Then put a double crochet. There's a chain 6 right here. Put a double crochet in the 3rd chain of that chain 6. Okay, I'm going to carry on with just halfway up. I just want to at least see how it looks here. And then I think we'll play around with some edge. I'm ready to play with the like a border a little bit for it. So I didn't work it all the way over. But I did make sure to end on the end so that I can work. And it looks like it's going to be backwards too, because this is the front of our work here. But I mostly just want to see it all come together. And of course, I suppose if you really wanted to, you can just cut, turn, and then start, and go from there. Okay. Let's see, what would look good? Well, they just used a simple shell. Let's see, how many stitches are in that? I'd say probably about 6 or 7. 6. I'm going to go with 6. Okay. So, actually, what I will do is slip stitch without chaining 1. I'm just going to go ahead and slip stitch into there. Chain 1. Work a stacked single so it's nice and thick. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I think I'll work a single crochet or a slip stitch down here at the bottom. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I think regardless of the chain 2, I will still work 6. 6, and then I'm going to work a slip stitch here, chain 2, sort of like a builder. 1, 2, let's see if it's overcrowding it at all. 3, 4, and bear in mind this is meant to be done with thread. That's 5 and then 6. How does that look? That might be overcrowding it a bit. It is. It is. Okay. I have another idea because I was worried about that. So I got another idea. So what I can do is slip stitch over into the actual stitch itself, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and again go ahead and slip stitch again. See how this will look. I guess slip stitch over again. No, it's a lot, isn't it? Kind of a little bit too involved. Yeah. So I was thinking working in the actual stitch, it would crowd less. And maybe just 4 stitches. Yeah, I don't know. No, they have it worked across. I kind of wonder if if this is meant to be worked as you go. I don't know. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe jump over to the next chain space. Chain 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then jump over to the next chain space. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of like 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then jump over again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. This space right here looks like I don't know, I'm just kind of winging it at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that worked. I mean, it worked. I'll be right back. So here is what I came up with. Flip it around like this, because this is the way it's is actually the back of the work here. Because that's the way it's, in the picture. But this is what I came up with. What do you guys think? Oh, hang on. Go. Now you should be able to see a lot better. And yeah, they need to hire me. I'll take the job, whatever it takes to save people from this horrible pattern book. This down here is a little wonky. Yeah, it's just kind of wonky. But anyways, That's it. That's what I came up with. I like it. I like it now. I kind of liked it the first time too, whenever they were just kind of doing that. I really didn't mind that either. I thought that was quite nice looking, and it's less involved than doing this. But yeah, so now it looks like the picture. I mean, we had to fake it till we made it, but it looks like the picture now. Okay, well, that's today's mystery, and the mystery is, it's a terrible book. Well, that's not a mystery. That's just a frustration and a statement of fact. Okay, I love you all. I will see you in the next mystery. We do have 3 more patterns from this book. Bye.